The objects people choose to keep in their home define who they are. This is Objectified, Pamela Anderson.
This was the first cover I did of Playboy.
How old were you then?
I was legal.
I'm Harvey Levin. This is a story about a small-town Canadian girl who became one of Hollywood's most iconic sex symbols.
You didn't have a lot of acting experience.
They had me come in and they just said, count backwards from 10 and say your name, so they gave me the job.
That's going to piss off a lot of actresses.
Pamela Anderson's face and body were everywhere. TV, movies, magazines, but her massive success came at a price.
You did a sex tape that was supposed to be private. Were you embarrassed?
And her very public relationship soon turned toxic.
There was some domestic violence.
Yes.
But you kind of got back with him afterwards.
But despite all the ups and downs in her personal life, Pam found her real passion in activism. And now, her unlikely assortment of allies include everyone from WikiLeaks' Julian Assange
Was it ever romantic?
to Vladimir Putin.
He's not the most popular guy in America.
America likes to blame Russia for everything. They kind of joke about us, they say, what is America complaining about today?
Pamela Anderson, the woman whose all-American good looks opened the door to superstardom and intense activism.
Okay. Pamela, thank you
Yes.
so much for doing this.
Yes, of course.
Carol, nice to meet you. Barry, good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So, first of all, I'm fascinated by your life. So what I want to do is I want to take some objects that you've kept over the years and use those objects to kind of, as a touchstone, to figure out how you became the person you are today. Let's start with the crib.
The crib was a total nightmare.
Why?
Well, Pamela would crawl out of it as soon as she could move around and get into things. She took everything out of my cupboards and made her own cake and whatever before we woke up, like at 3 in the morning.
Okay, well, I'm going to talk to your daughter. It's a pleasure meeting you.
All right.
Thank you so much. Pleasure meeting you.
Pleasure meeting you.
Thank
too.
you, guys. Can we, before we move on, just engage in full disclosure that it's so freaking cold
so
right
cold.
now because of
I know. There's a lot of
we're
snow
doing this
outside.
in winter.
But worth it.
Tell me about what it was like growing up here.
Well, it's, it's just a small town in Canada. Very
You're a small town
natural.
girl.
Small town girl, small town girl. It's really cold in this house because it's been abandoned for so long, but this was the house where my parents were married and I was conceived and everyone lived for a very long time. My family lived here, so I'm rebuilding it for my parents.
So tell me a little bit about growing up here and about your family life.
My parents were very young when they were married, 17 and 18. And I think it was probably a shotgun wedding because Mom was pregnant. My dad was a chimney sweep, actually, and my mother was a waitress. And my dad actually played a lot of poker, and I actually dealt when I was very young.
Tell me about the relationship between your mom and your dad.
It was, I think, passionate, volatile kind of relationship, but very romantic. They broke up a few times, but they got back together, and my dad was the bad boy, my mom was the bouncy blonde. My dad was on the motorcycle and crashed a few cars racing.
It sounds
But
like you're talking
passion and
about you,
romance.
isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Tell me about what you did as a kid.
I just lived on the beach. I lived on the beach. I had my little pretend store behind the driftwood log and sold, shells.
You're making it sound like Baywatch wasn't a stretch.
It was just an extension of
Right,
just
right.
a little bit up the coast.
I thought of what was most important to me and what I wanted. And this is it. The water, the beach, my friends. Just want to make sure they're always going to be there.
Did you consider yourself pretty growing up?
No. I always thought there was beautiful girls in the classroom and beautiful girls around, but I always felt like I could be friends with everybody. I wasn't necessarily cute. I still don't think I'm cute.
You're kidding me.
No, it's in my mind. I think I'm much better looking in my mind. I'm much thinner, at least, in my mind.
This will piss off a lot of people to hear this. Do you have a lot of friends?
Yes, yeah, a lot of friends. I was always the one that loved the boys, but they didn't necessarily like me.
Why?
I don't know. I think I was a very aggressive child.
So it was more your personality?
My personality to play. I used to always say, let's play boys chase the girls, and then no one would chase me, so I'd have to chase them.
You suffered severe sexual abuse as a kid.
I did, and I was a female babysitter who was the bad person in my life, and my parents thought that she was the best babysitter ever because she always brought presents, she was always there. but she molested me, and yeah, it was very difficult. I remember I used to wish her dead, and then she died. She died on a graduation night, and I thought I killed her. So I couldn't tell my parents that she was doing these things to me, and I couldn't tell her that I killed her. I really thought that I had these magical powers, that whatever I thought was going to happen. So
You had a 25-year-old man.
yes, yes.
Tell me about.
Oh God, I was supposed to be at the movie theater, and I was with a girlfriend. We ended up going over to a friend's house, and this man was teaching me how to play backgammon. And yeah, then he attacked me, and I'd never been with anybody, and he was a lot older than me, and I was 12 or 13. So
He raped you.
yeah, so that was yeah, my first experience, and so it wasn't pleasant.
How do you trust people after you have situations like that?
I don't know if I do trust people. I don't think I do trust people, really. A lot of things have happened to a lot of people, and you just have to get past it and be happy in your life moving forward. There's nothing you can do about the past. I'm sure it affected my life and my choices about not my sexuality, but my power as a sexual person, because I think I flipped the script, you know? I decided that I was going to be in charge of what was sexy for me, and as soon as I realized that was just my mindset, it just freed me from everything. It was really like a huge epiphany for me to be able to think that I can live my life my own way.
What were your dreams when you were living here? Did you want to stay? Did you want to leave?
I wanted to leave, find opportunity, and do something different. I just felt like there was something I was supposed to do, and I didn't know what it was. I thought, you know, celebrity people were born celebrity kids. I just didn't realize it was even an option for someone like me that grew up here. It was never in my mind, and it still was never an ambition for me to be an actress or to be famous.
So tell me what that is. Looks interesting.
Yes, well, this is very me. This is the hair of my dog, Star. I think anybody that's seen Baywatch and seen the little golden retriever.
That's the
This is
star
Star.
from Baywatch?
Yes.
That dog is famous.
He's famous. He has his own montage.
And you
he
kept
ate
that.
a lot of bagels off the crew table. Yes.
Huh. I want to take you back to the Lions game.
Okay.
That changed your life.
I guess so. I'm glad I went. I wasn't going to go. My neighbors were going. They had free tickets to the BC Lions game, and they had T-shirts and Labatt's beer. They were representatives of Labatt's beer. And so we went with my neighbors, and the camera zoomed in on me, and they told me to stand up and show the T-shirt all game. And then they had me on the advertisements, Monday Night Football. They would show me, and then all of a sudden I was the Blue Zone girl. And after that, I did a commercial for Labatt's.
Glad to see that smiling face. Hey, you're gonna like this place. Gonna break out the blue.
So tell me what happened after that, because it's pretty amazing that you just show up at a game, put a T-shirt on, and you become a star.
Phone rang, and it was Marilyn Grabowski from Playboy, and asked me to come shoot a cover. I've been on 14 or 15 covers. Not all of them have centerfolds of me inside. Not all of them have pictorials inside of me.
Were you freaked out?
I was. I was very shy. Like I said, getting over my shyness was really, that was really important for me, to be able to face my fears and be brave and all sorts of situations in my life after that. I think it really set me up for quite an exciting, bold life.
It's an odd thing that somebody who is shy by nature and not particularly trusting goes from that to Playboy. It seems like there's a middle ground before you get to Playboy.
No middle ground, no, no.
She has certainly never forgotten her roots. No one in the history of Playboy are more outspoken in terms of crediting Playboy for their success, and I think that's a reflection of who she is. And she's one of my dearest friends, and I think, you know, Playboy and the mansion are her other home.
You become extremely famous from Playboy. It is still an audacious thing for somebody who, you know, goes from being a model for Playboy to acting.
Well, I was asked to do a lot of different shows, like Married with Children and, you know, things like
Charles
that.
in Charge.
All those little things. I did those just for fun, and I thought that was fun. And then, you know, Baywatch was always calling me, but I didn't know how to get to Marina Del Rey. I thought that sounded so far away. So I would never show up. And finally, my boyfriend was going to have an audition, and I went with him, but it wasn't planned.
So you literally didn't go because you didn't know how to get to Marina Del Rey? And
Yes.
if your boyfriend didn't drive you, you wouldn't have gone?
Right. And he was going for an audition, David Charvet. So we both got the job.
Your life is just a series of chance
Accidents.
things, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, that's what I like about it. That's what's, not a lot of planning.
So you were on Home Improvement.
That was my first job. That
I
was
know.
before.
You were a big hit on Tool Time as Lisa. Why'd they hire you, do you think? You didn't have a lot of acting experience.
They had me come in and they just had me on tape and they just said count backwards from 10 and say your name. And I remember saying 10, 9, 8, and so they gave me the job. I don't know. It was something really ridiculous.
You counted backwards from 10 and got the job
yes,
that way?
Yes, that's how I got the job.
That's going to piss off a lot of actresses.
I guess I did it really well, though. I think a lot of people have opportunity presented to them and they're just afraid to take that chance. Or it seems so out of left field that you don't see it. And I see those things, and I like to, when something calls me, sideways, I like to go and see what that is.
Yet you were kind of reluctant in every count.
Yeah, there's always some kind of element of
chance and fate.
Chance, fate, danger.
Did you kind of feel invincible that you just had these series of enormous successes and it was never really planned?
Well, David LaChapelle is one of my dearest friends, and he always says, you're the least calculated, the least ambitious person that I know. And I don't know how you've had this life. It just kind of keeps on rolling, these new experiences.
And then you decide to do movies.
Yeah, I got Barbed Wire. It was obviously fantastic, and I really wanted to play a superhero.
Hey, handsome. You want some company?
You a cop?
See a badge?
Barbed Wire did not do well.
It didn't do well, no.
So, in many ways, your first failure.
Well, I did a movie. I thought that was incredible, but I was pregnant, and I didn't want to do any more film after that. So it wasn't like my movie career had ended because Barbed Wire didn't do well. It's just that I chose to be with my kids.
It seems so odd because you were such a huge movie star, television star. You were just a huge star at the time, and you kind of just put it on ice for a while.
I wanted to raise my kids. That's why I had kids.
You did a sex tape that was supposed to be private.
I didn't do a sex tape. Tommy and I were naked at all times. It was just an invasion of privacy. It was stolen property.
One month ago,
I lost my husband.
he had 3 children outside this marriage.
Your father.
Not a faithful man.
Well, who the hell are these people?
I've decided to give each of you $1 million.
You're valued at $2.2 billion.
You flew us, coach? We do this. It changes everything.
Mama, you have lost your damn mind!
Haven't we had enough fighting for one day?
Filthy Rich, September 21st on Fox.
Do you worry about how much someone drinks?
Do you feel angry or depressed most of the time? Do you feel neglected or unloved?
Do you feel you attract people who tend to be compulsive or abusive?
Do you have money problems because of someone else's drinking?
Are you afraid or embarrassed to bring your friends home?
Do you feel that if the drinker loved you, she or he would stop drinking?
If you answered yes to any of these questions, you are not alone.
More than half of all adults have a family history of alcoholism.
Not everyone trapped by alcohol is an alcoholic.
Families and friends are suffering too. Al-Anon and Alateen can help. Call 1-866-200-0223 or visit alanon.org/help.
A welterweight championship fight is on Fox.
Oh, there's a shot.
All eyes are on Yordenis Ugas,
And that's it.
the feared Olympian, who will pit his grit and power against the heavy hands of Abel Ramos.
Got heavy, baby. Got heavy, baby. You know my strong kid hard. It got heavy, baby.
It's a welterweight championship fight. Sunday at 8 Eastern on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
This is a paid advertisement for legal services. Wright & Schulte LLC is responsible for this ad. Do not stop taking a prescribed medication without first consulting a physician. Attention, Elmaron users. Have you or a loved one been diagnosed with vision problems after taking Elmaron for bladder pain syndrome or IC? You may be entitled to significant compensation. Call now or visit yourihelp.com immediately for a free consultation. If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with retinal maculopathy, call 800-454-6217 or visit yourihelp.com immediately.
Tuesday, from global conflicts to Capitol Hill politics, Dobbs breaks down America's most critical issues.
Don't miss a minute of Lou Dobbs tonight.
The 2020 election is fast approaching, and Newsmax, one of America's leading news outlets, is conducting a national poll. We're asking, if the election were held today, who would you vote for, President Trump or Joe Biden? Polls show the race is neck and neck, some claiming President Trump is slightly behind. Newsmax wants to know your opinion. It just takes a minute to vote. Just text us and register your vote now. Let America hear your voice.
Did you know that thousands of authors across the country have written books and published them with Page Publishing? If you've written a book, Page can help you through the process. We cut through the confusion of the publishing world to make it easy for you. If we decide to publish your book, your work ends and ours begins. From copy editing and proofing to typesetting and book cover art, we get you printed, distributed, and sold on Amazon, Apple iTunes, and bookstores. We'll even promote your book.
Call for your free author submission kit at 800-580-4859.
Okay, I certainly know what this is. By the way, my dad sold these in his liquor store.
He sold them in his liquor store?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
So tell me about it.
This was the first cover I did of Playboy. This is the one that I went down for.
How old were you then?
I don't know. I don't think an age. But I was legal.
Okay, good.
Okay. I don't know.
Did this surprise you when you looked at it?
Yes, yes.
How so? What'd you see when you looked at it?
I don't know. I remember when they were placing the jacket, and I was so uncomfortable. I just didn't want anyone touching me, and I got sick. Physically sick.
You threw up?
Yeah, I did. Really glamorous.
When you looked at it, did you say, God, I'm pretty?
No. 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 I just thought I didn't like my body. I didn't like any of this.
Really? You picked it apart?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nobody else did?
Oh, well. So that was the beginning of it all, I guess.
You did a sex tape that was supposed to be private.
I didn't do a sex tape. Tommy and I were naked at all times, and we videoed lots of different things in our life, and we put all of the tapes and our video cameras and everything in a safe because we had construction done at our house, and someone stole the safe, and we didn't know for months because we were having construction done at the house, and it was behind a carpeted wall, and no one should have known it was there, and someone spliced together all these different times in our life and said there was a sex tape made, but I think we had sex maybe a little bit in it, but I've never even seen it. I don't want to see it. But it was stolen and put it all together. We never made a tape, ever. We just videoed our lives, and people assumed it was this honeymoon tape and everything else. We never made a dime off of this. We went to court over it.
A tape was stolen from Tommy Lee and myself. IEG is now selling that tape worldwide illegally without my or Tommy's consent. Further, we have not received one penny or signed an agreement permitting them to merchandise this tape. Last year, we turned down $5 million cash for the tape. My fight is not for me alone, but for all celebrities whose privacy has been invaded. I will continue to fight not only for myself and my children, but also for legislation that would make what they are doing to me a crime.
I mean, it was just an invasion of privacy. It was stolen property. People started doing these tapes for attention after this, but ours was completely just natural, two people in love and married and enjoying their lives together. It wasn't something that was anyone was supposed to ever see. I was pregnant with Dylan at the time, and it was affecting my pregnancy and affecting me. I was under so much stress that we just let everything go and said the damage is done. You know, it was more important. The health of my son was more important than the stress of trying to fight these stupid people who will deal with karma in the long run. So we just let it go.
It made $77 million. Did you see any of that?
Never, not a dime. Never. I wouldn't want any of it.
Were you embarrassed?
Yes, I was. I've never seen it. Not something you want anyone to see, and it was, yeah, really humiliating.
How did it affect your career?
I don't know.
What do you think?
I'm still around.
Is it harder to go through the aging process when you have lived a life where sexuality and sensuality is a big part of your DNA?
Well, sexuality and sensuality doesn't have an age, I don't believe. But aging, yes, is I've got good genes, and you know, aging is something is inevitable. But yes, I guess I never really thought I was beautiful, so I think that's the beautiful girls that
You
really.
still don't?
No, but I don't. I think I'm kind of cute. No, only on a good day. But I'm.
Are you being serious? Because that's the oldest line in the book.
No, but it's true. No, I don't. I never have. I don't. I'm much better looking in my mind. I'm thinner in my mind, for sure.
So how'd you get involved with Julian Assange?
I wanted to know how I could be more effective as an activist.
Was it ever romantic?
There's definitely a romantic kind of connection. I think that, you know, he's not close to people like he is to me. That I can really, I have a real personal relationship with him.
Is that a yes?
Guys, got hair loss? I know what you're thinking. Should I shave my head? Comb it over? Wear a hat? Just stop. This isn't 1970. Keep your hair and your confidence because Bosley, America's #1 hair restoration expert, can give you your real hair back permanently. Check them out because they're giving away a free information kit and a free gift card when you text SLICK to 234-234. And to get you started on the path to a fuller looking head of hair, Bosley will also send you for free a Bosley Professional Strength Nourishing Shampoo and a volumizing conditioner. Dude, you don't have to look like your dad because this isn't your dad's hair loss treatment. People all over the country trust Bosley because they use the latest technology to give you your real hair back. And Bosley's permanent solution is even protected by the Bosley Guarantee. For a free information kit, a gift card for $250 off, plus a free shampoo and conditioner, text SLICK to 234-234. SLICK to 234-234.
Does hair loss run in your family? You can now afford to medically treat hair loss at home in just 6 minutes a day with a laser light therapy that's been clinically proven to treat hair loss and regrow thicker, healthier hair. It's called the Capillus Laser Cap.
What laser therapy does, it reboots that blood supply. So those little miniaturized hairs will reverse and grow longer and thicker and stronger.
Using the cap is very simple. I sit pretty much right here, watch TV, and I have it on. It's completely comfortable. You forget you have it on.
I just put it on when I watch the TV, and I got my hair back.
I feel like it truly has changed the way I see myself.
If you notice it, do something about it. Don't wait, because the longer you wait, the worse it can get.
Get the results you want or get your money back.
Get your Capillus cap from as low as $7.99 or $28 per month. Call now, 888-274-1554, or visit shopcapillus.com. That's 888-274-1554.
The world is in turmoil, and the way the world works has been turned on its head.
Experts have warned the odds of a possible
American cities are experiencing a devastating surge.
Hello, I'm Michael Youssef. Lately, we are hearing so many conflicting voices. And I don't blame you if you are anxious and worried and troubled. But if I told you that there is only one voice that you can absolutely trust, after all, he wants nothing from you and wants to give you everything. I'm talking about the Lord Jesus Christ, who said, "Come unto me, all who are carrying heavy burdens and worry and anxiety, and I will give you rest." He's the only one who can give you true rest and peace. Will you come to him?
Are you waiting to find a trustworthy voice in the midst of the chaos of this world? Visit findingtruepeace.com to find a voice that will never let you down. Again, that's findingtruepeace.com.
It's been a long time coming, seeming like we all been running, feeling like the Wild West gunning, listen to our elders shunning, all we see is faces, color, all the other races, other, why can't you just be my brother, we don't have to kill one another, all around the world, we are one, all around the world, we are one. So where did we all go wrong?
ready for the newest game show sensation.
I can see your
From the producers of The Masked Singer.
We need as many clues as we can get.
Can you guess who's a bad singer
I think she's gonna bring it.
without hearing a single note?
No way someone in a shirt that awful couldn't sing like an angel.
The premiere of I Can See Your Voice after The Masked Singer, Wednesday, September 23rd on Fox.
You are so beautiful. To me, you are so beautiful.
Certificate of Leopard Adoption. What is this?
Well, this was a gift from the Minister of the Environment at the Kremlin. I speak at the Kremlin every December, usually, over the last few years, and they gave me, I adopted a leopard, and they named her Pamela because she's not camera shy. I talk about environmental issues, and I talk about the illegal capture of whales in Vladivostok because a lot of the animals that they capture, the belugas, they sell to aquariums all over the world, and I've been able to help. I wrote a letter to Putin, and he made it illegal to import seal products into Russia, which stopped 95% of the market, which basically stopped the seal hunt.
I believe that President Vladimir Putin understands the importance of interdependence. His recent public concerns about bees being threatened by industrial chemicals is an example of his ecological insights.
You've been dealing with people at a very high level at the Kremlin.
Yes.
Putin's, right-hand people. He's not the most popular guy in America.
I think, yeah, America likes to blame Russia for everything. That's usually the first thing that happens when we sit around the table, and the first thing they kind of joke about is, what have we done wrong today? They say, what is America complaining about today? It's not even, it's a joke. I think it's just distraction.
What do you mean?
Just to distract about the skeletons in America's closet. They like to complain about Russia, and I think it's a good way to, it's propaganda, and somewhere in the middle is the truth.
I'm gonna take you back. How'd you develop this kind of connection with animals?
I think I always had an affinity with animals, but I know that when I found this dead deer hanging in the pump house, my father always told me, don't go into the pump house. So of course it's the first place I wanted to go with all my girlfriends. And we open up the door, and there's a dead deer hanging upside down with no head that he's been hunting. So that traumatized me, and then I told my dad he had to stop hunting, and he did.
Really?
Yes. So I realized, you just have to speak up. And so then I started speaking up about a lot of things.
Every time you put on a pair of shoes, a belt, or a pair of gloves, chances are you're wearing leather. And out of all the things that animals are abused for, leather is the most common. To learn how you can help, call PETA. Thank you.
You joined PETA right at the height of your popularity on Baywatch. It was kind of risky, wasn't it?
People always ask me, do your associations affect your career? And I say, I don't think about that, but I'm sure, especially now, I think that people always tell me I'm blacklisted.
Some people think PETA gets too radical. Does it ever get too radical for you?
Well, I don't throw paint on people. I think that you can reach people in a positive way. Like when I wrote to Melania Trump and I sent her a fake fur coat, and I asked her to not wear fur, to continue the tradition of not wearing fur as a first lady, because they're, obviously become fashion icons.
Did Melania get back to you?
Yeah, she wrote me a beautiful letter, thank you very much.
And?
And she hasn't worn fur.
Really?
No, she hasn't worn fur. So it was great.
So how'd you get involved with Julian Assange?
I met Julian, and I wanted to know how I could be more effective as an activist. And we created activist tenure, and it's based on academic tenure. So we're going to choose 10 activists a year for 10 years and pay their salaries, no matter where they are in the world. It'll be very diverse, too. It won't just be, more digital. It'll be people like women's rights and animal rights and environmental rights. And we think that we want to help create career activists, people that invest in people that are going to be activists no matter what.
So how did you end up connecting with Julian?
I brought him some vegan food, and now it's a tradition that I bring him vegan food every time I see him, and I see him a lot. I just saw him last week.
What do you guys talk about?
Everything. I mean, I think with me, it's kind of a relief from everything. He asked me about my life, my kids, my, parents, my, what I'm doing in my life, and we talk about, and he kind of gets on little tangents about either the Bible or the glass I'm drinking out of, or vegan food or animal rights. And last time we started talking about jealousy. We talk about everything. He's got a really interesting perspective, and I think he's a real testament to the human spirit to be in such a terrible situation and still laugh and be joyful and be excited about that he's stirring the pot and causing trouble in a good way. And he's willing to take the heat for what he's exposing, and it's important what he's doing. I think he's one of the most important people living. He's only exposing people to the truth.
Is it ill-gotten information?
It doesn't matter. Information is information. If it's true, I want to hear about it.
It's kind of saying the ends justify the means.
Well, I thought people have this, I never understood this theory of how people, even, when it comes to the police and warrants and things like this, because I think the truth is the truth. If you're doing bad, if you're doing something bad, it doesn't matter how people find out about it.
Was it ever romantic?
He's definitely an interesting person, and there's definitely a romantic kind of connection because it's a romantic struggle that's a very, we have this closeness, and I think that, he's not close to people like he is to me. That I can really, I have a real personal relationship with him.
Is that a yes?
Person. Well, I can't say, but he's just one of my favorite people.
You're very much anti-porn, it seems.
Well, I wrote a book called Lust for Love, which started out as the sensual revolution. I believe the sexual revolution gave us a lot of great things, but also gave us a lot of really bad sex. I think that uncommitted sex is boring, and I think that this whole new wave of information with this Tinder and these dating apps and so much pornography online has left a lot of people desensitized. And I'm a real romantic, and I believe in monogamous relationships, and there is an addiction to computers and porn and stuff like that. So I just think that I spoke at Cambridge and Oxford on the subject, and I had women come up to me afterwards in tears saying, I can't believe you're talking about this. I'm 21 years old. My boyfriend hasn't touched me for 6 months because he's addicted to pornography, and he doesn't come near me.
I'm well aware of my part in all this, and that my track record isn't one of a saint. And it may seem hypocritical, a sex symbol complaining about porn addiction. Society desensitized through the easily available explicit imagery on the internet at any age, we go numb and become neglectful. Neglect is a form of abuse, and it is also used to manipulate, and relationships are suffering in very painful ways.
Before the internet, was Playboy porn?
I think Playboy is very innocent and titillating and sexy and cute. Everyone has to decide within themselves what pornographic is. I don't think so. The most important thing for me is to be a good mom and to be there for them.
You were a sex symbol. How did it affect them in school?
Oh, they got into some fights. People tease them.
Look, it wasn't a secret that you had done Playboy 15 times. It wasn't a secret about this tape.
When knee pain stops you in your tracks and you need relief to keep you moving, introducing CopperFit Ice, the world's first compression sleeve to include the healing sensation of menthol and the energizing properties of CoQ10. These micro-encapsulated ingredients are infused into the compression fabric and are released and absorbed by your movement. The more you move, the more CopperFit Ice delivers.
This is exactly what I'm looking for. I love the menthol aroma. It's very subtle. That menthol aroma feels like it's working.
I love CopperFit because it works. I used to feel my knees starting to talk to me. The knee says, it might be ready to want to retire, and I'm going to keep going a long time longer.
Our most advanced copper-infused compression sleeve yet, in a breathable circular knit with more support for all-day comfort and fast recovery and relief of sore muscles and achy joints.
I don't work without it. I rely on it. I'm wearing CopperFit knee sleeves because it works for me, and I need that.
The cooling sensation of menthol and the energizing properties of CoQ10, activated by motion to keep you in motion.
The more I move, it feels better and better.
I haven't experienced anything like this.
When you put it on, wow, the compression. It's great to find something that actually works. I haven't felt this good in years. You can't ask for anything better than that.
The all-new CopperFit Ice, the most comfortable, seamless compression sleeve you will ever wear. Guaranteed, or your money back. Get your CopperFit Ice knee sleeve online now at copperfitice.com or call 1-800-709-8039. Order right now and your shipping is free.
You get this one body, you got to take care of it.
If something works, it works, and I want to stick with it.
Sometimes you come to the conclusion that you just can't work out as much anymore. But if you find the right support, you can continue, and that's what CopperFit has made me realize.
Experience the new CopperFit Ice motion-activated compression sleeves. Feel the power of CopperFit.
Welcome, all of you. Let's begin.
Sundays this fall.
We're ready.
Fox Animation Domination says goodbye. What a train wreck. The TV show Shout It Home. Hey, boys!
Oh, my lord.
This is weird, but I can't not look.
And welcomes the return. Now we party of all new.
Are you serious?
Full screen episodes.
Yay!
Of your favorite comedies.
God, you're sexy.
Fox Animation Domination is brand new September 27th on Fox.
A welterweight championship fight is on Fox.
Oh, there's a shot.
All eyes are on Yordenis Ugas, the feared Olympian, who will pit his grit and power against the heavy hands of Abel Ramos.
Got heavy, baby. Got heavy, baby. You know my trunk hit hard. It got heavy, baby.
It's a welterweight championship fight. Sunday at 8 Eastern on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
You hate coming home to a dark house, and leaving lights on all night drives utility bills out of sight. You need the Bell & Howell Bionic Spotlight, the outdoor motion sensor light that turns on the instant motion is detected and turns off when the motion stops. Bionic Spotlight is solar powered, so there's no expensive wiring or batteries to change. The instant the motion sensor detects movement, Bionic Spotlight triggers 8 high-intensity LED lights that shower the entire area with light and then shuts off 30 seconds after it stops. So you can spend hundreds of dollars on an outdoor lighting system, or you can get the motion-activated Bionic Spotlight for just $19.95 with free shipping. Bionic Spotlight is backed by our 5-year warranty. But wait, if you order right now, you can double the offer and get a second Bionic Spotlight. Just pay a separate fee. And when you call, ask about the contractor's discount on the complete 6-light home value set. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-329-5835 or go to BionicSpotlight.com. That's 1-800-329-5835 or order online at BionicSpotlight.com.
So tell me what this is.
This is a Brandon creation, Brandon Lee. It's actually very funny because Brandon's an amazing artist. I remember dropping them off at surf school when they were young, and them coming up to the car and saying, "Are you Pamela Anderson?" And I said, "Why?" Because all these kids down here are screaming that you're Pamela Anderson. What is that? Is that bad? Is that good? With a career day at school, they would ask, "What does your mom and dad do?" And my dad's a rock star, and my mom rescues animals.
They had no idea about
They didn't really know that I did
Baywatch?
else. No. See, well, this is after they found out.
So this is his version of Baywatch.
Yes, and he used to tell people, "Don't worry, my mom's a lifeguard."
You want to be a mom when you were growing up?
Yes, obviously. I wanted to be a mom, wife. Yeah, I always did, always did.
More than career?
Yes, yeah, I think so.
I have to say that when you look at Pamela Anderson, maternal isn't the first thing that comes to mind.
No?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
I'm a good mom.
Well, you're a great.
Ask my kids.
You are a great mom.
Just because I'm covered in glitter doesn't mean I'm a bad mom. I would still be the girl, the lady at the, taking the kids out of the car every morning and kind of judging people by their messy cars. And then when I'd shut the car door, I'd see my reflection and see that I was covered in glitter and black mascara everywhere because I'd been, working on a photo shoot or something. But that's what I was always there, always at everything, every game, everything I could possibly be at.
You quit Baywatch after having Brandon. It's pretty amazing for somebody who is on a hugely successful show with a big career and something that is coveted in Hollywood, and you gave it up.
Well, I think I had a good long run at it, and then I wanted to be a mom. The most important thing for me is to be a good mom and to be there for them. It's as simple as that.
You protected these kids almost Michael Jackson style.
Michael Jackson. I love Michael.
You did. I mean, you really wanted to keep them out of the spotlight.
Yes, it wasn't their choice to be in the spotlight. I never dragged them down red carpets. People that put their kids on Instagram, it's dangerous because there's a lot of crazy people in the world. They both got into really amazing universities, and Dylan got into USC and Brandon got into Queen's University in Canada, which is like the Harvard of Canada. Brandon's taking acting classes, and Dylan went to school for music, a specific school for his music.
We are in Canada, in
Yes.
their bedrooms, where you moved them from Malibu when they were 13 years old.
Well, they went to boarding school at 13 in Canada. It was really important to me that they got some good Canadian roots in them, and also it was good to just get them out of LA. And they're so interesting and confident. They've had very colorful lives. They've been raised around all sorts of different people and artists, and I'm just proud of both of them. They're both healthy, and they're not, into anything bad. And they're very focused. They're not like me. They are calculated and ambitious and boys. And they're so sweet. With me, they don't let me pay for anything, do anything. They look after mom. They don't ask me for anything. They're very proud.
How did it affect them that you had, you were a sex symbol, you were on Baywatch, this tape had come out. How did it affect them in school?
Oh, they got into some fights. People teased them, and they unfortunately came upon things that I was waiting age appropriately to be able to talk to them about these things, and there's never a right time.
Well, it wasn't a secret that you had done Playboy 15 times. It wasn't a secret you were on Baywatch. It wasn't a secret about this tape.
I mean, that was bad. Kids in school teasing them about seeing their mom and dad, and that was hurtful and horrible. And when I did Playboy too, I wasn't thinking, oh, I'm going to do Playboy now, and this is going to hurt my children when they're born and raised. And you don't think of these things when you're doing them. And I just had to tell them, look, your parents are your parents. Your mom loves you, your dad loves you. We are who we are, and nothing's going to change. This, the tape is out. I'm in Playboy. I'm a good mom. You know what reality is, and everyone else is going to say whatever they want to say. So you have to be strong and know you're loved and know we do the best we can. And we have a funny family, maybe different than everybody else, but we care about each other and we do the best we can.
If one of them brought home a girl and said, I'm going to marry her, and you looked at her and you said, that girl is just like me, would you say do it or don't?
Do it! Of course. No, but they have good taste. They have good taste, and I don't have any, they'll make the right choice.
The relationship started to go bad. There was some domestic violence. It was very famously reported. But you kind of got back with him afterwards.
Yeah, back and forth, back and forth. I just thought, how can we screw this up? Well, there's definitely love there.
Hello, I'm next.
It's in cell phones, cameras, anything with a lens, a mic, or a sensor.
This thing is after my family.
It thinks you're a threat. We need to find this thing and kill it.
Next, a new event series premiering Tuesday, October 6th on Fox.
Micro knows how important it is to connect with 811 before he starts digging.
When it comes to my little bonsai tree, I don't like to take any chances.
Unfortunately, he's forgotten how critically important it is to stay within the lines.
On second thought, I think maybe I'll put my little bonsai tree over here.
Hey, you might want to call 811 again.
Ooh, that's going to leave a mark.
Stay between the white lines. Call 811 before you dig.
I like what you've done with your hair.
Just give me the hat.
Hey, Mitchell. Copy that.
The Undertaker is here! The dead man has risen!
To be invested means spending the time, the energy, the sweat, because we care about our audience.
Fox Business, invested in you.
Guys, got hair loss? I know what you're thinking. Should I shave my head? Comb it over? Wear a hat? Just stop. This isn't 1970. Keep your hair and your confidence because Bosley, America's #1 hair restoration expert, can give you your real hair back permanently. Check them out today because they're giving away an absolutely free information kit and a free gift card to everyone who texts SECRET to 234-234. Dude, you don't have to look like your dad because this isn't your dad's hair loss treatment. People all over the country trust Bosley because they're ahead of the curve. They use the latest technology to give you your real hair back. And the best part, Bosley's permanent solution is protected by the Bosley Guarantee. Let them show you for free how awesome your hair could look with an absolutely free information kit and a gift card for $250 off. Text SECRET to 234-234. Ask about the Bosley Guarantee. That's SECRET to 234-234.
Audible is my road trip companion.
It's kind of my quiet alone time.
Audible is a routine for me.
It's like a fun night school for adults.
I could easily be seduced into locking myself in a place where I do nothing but listen to books.
I never was interested in historical fiction before, but I'm obsessed with it now.
There are a lot of classic and big titles that I feel like I've missed out. Since I don't have time to read, might as well listen.
If I want to catch up on the news or history or learn what's going on in the world, I can download a book and listen to it.
Because I listened to her story over and over again, I made the decision to go ahead and follow my own dream, which was to help other veterans.
I think there's 180 books in my library now. It changes your perspective. It makes you a different person.
It's true. It's so true.
To start your free 30-day trial, just text LISTEN38 to 500-500.
So what's this?
The swear jar. There's not a lot of money in here, so it means we don't swear a lot.
What is the swear jar?
The kids and I.
So
Now, if they swear, they have to put money in here too. Did it with Tommy too.
how big was the jar when you were with Tommy?
Oh, big one. Big one.
Tell me what kind of men you're attracted to.
Oh God, I don't know. Different. I like people that are. I think I'm really interested in people that are more eccentric, maybe.
You dated David Charvet, Tommy Lee, Kid Rock. So what's the common thread with all these guys?
I think they're all really good at what they do. You know, I think that. Yeah, I like people that are talented and smart and interesting, just different.
All the people I mentioned are celebrities.
No, well, I mean, people that I've dated, I guess musicians, a couple musicians, and surfer.
Yeah, that's Kelly Slater, right?
Yeah, Kelly.
Oh, he's famous too.
Yeah, I guess they're famous, but these are the people that pursued me, so I'm a girl. I don't do the pursuing.
Tommy Lee pursued you.
Yes.
In a big way.
In a big way.
Tell me how that happened.
He found out I was doing a photo shoot in Mexico and followed me there and asked me to marry him, and I married him in 4 days.
I'm all for impulsiveness, but 4 days to get married?
Yes, believe me. It was a bizarre decision, but again, it was just meant to be. We just felt it.
Why? I mean, what was it that drew you
Love
to
at first sight? I don't know. I always felt I was going to get married if someone really was aggressive and wanted to marry me, and it was like caveman style, and that's how it was. But we had everything in common. We were really suited for each other. We had beautiful kids, no regrets.
Did the romance ever kind of fade there? Because it seemed like there was passion the whole time.
I had passion the whole time, right to the end.
So that's interesting because with all the problems, you still had passion.
Yes, I think very much in love, and the kids do know they were born out of true love. That's one thing that they know.
When you married him, as much as you were pursued by paparazzi, it went on steroids at that point.
Yes.
Out of here. Hey, Tommy!
How did it affect you?
I think it was partly the reason why we didn't really make it in our relationship. We were just pursued all the time, people hanging from trees, people running us off the road. I remember being pregnant and paparazzi jumping on our car and getting, and Tommy was always in fights and, you know, just trying to protect me, you know. So I think it's difficult, and I try and explain that now to people that when, you know, paparazzi come up to you, you have to just pretend they're invisible. Don't give them anything.
The relationship started to go bad. There was some domestic violence. It was very famously reported.
People are saying, you know, that I had beaten Pamela. That is not true. That's just not true. Grabbing a woman and shaking a woman is not cool either. But that's what was done.
I don't really want to get into it too much because it's the past, it's history. But looking back, I can see how certain things that he was going through and doing affected his actions too, so.
You went through a nasty divorce, but you kind of got back with him afterwards.
Yeah, back and forth, back and forth. I wanted to have a mother and a father for my kids. I really wanted that. You know, that was really important to me. I just thought, how can we screw this up? Well, there's definitely love there, so let's try and work it out. And it just was too broken at that point.
I'm greatly saddened that my children are going to grow up without their mother and father being married. That bothers me a lot. I thought we'd be together forever. I really did.
You married Kid Rock.
Yes.
There was a pretty famous incident in 2007 at the MTV VMA Awards where Tommy went after Kid Rock. I remember it because it was the very first day TMZ went on television.
Oh, no.
And I remember we thought, we've got to blow up the whole show because look what just happened.
I could just see them looking at each other, and I thought, something bad is going to happen. And I ended up going out the door, leaving, and they jumped at each other on live TV and went after each other.
You're like Helen of Troy.
I don't know. I just went to my hotel, and as soon as I got to my hotel, my friends were there saying, "You're not going to believe what happened." And I said, "Oh, no, I could feel it. I could feel like something was going to happen."
And then, you know, you married Rick Solomon not once but twice. You are a girl who doesn't quit.
I mean, I knew Rick a long, long time, and he pursued me for years and years and years, and I just thought, well, maybe you should just marry your friend, because he was so persistent. And then that didn't work, and then he got sober, and I thought maybe that would work. Again, thinking you could marry your friend, and that would be different than marrying someone you're really romantically passionate about. I don't know. I don't like confrontation, and when things get a little bit difficult, I run for the hills. So I think I've learned, looking back, that maybe I didn't have to run away so fast. I could have probably worked through some things in different places. But again, my mom always says, no, you weren't with the right men, so you made all the right decisions. So here I am.
I don't know why you want to do this.
I'm not jumping in. I'm just jumping.
Oh, God. I feel like such a wuss, but I'm not going to do this. You had any idea how cold this is?
In the middle of the business day, anything can happen.
We are invested in your success.
The goal is to help you through the markets every single day.
My investor viewer is so important to me. I want to give them the best guidance.
We'll get you ready Tuesday on Fox Business.
Guys, got hair loss? I know what you're thinking. Should I shave my head? Comb it over? Wear a hat? Just stop. This isn't 1970. Keep your hair and your confidence, because Bosley, America's #1 hair restoration expert, can give you your real hair back permanently. Check them out today, because they're giving away an absolutely free information kit and a free gift card to everyone who texts SOLID to 234-234. Dude, you don't have to look like your dad, because this isn't your dad's hair loss treatment. People all over the country trust Bosley because they're ahead of the curve. They use the latest technology to give you your real hair back. And the best part, Bosley's permanent solution is protected by the Bosley Guarantee. Let them show you for free how awesome your hair could look with an absolutely free information kit and a gift card for $250 off. Text SOLID to 234-234. Ask about the Bosley Guarantee. That's SOLID to 234-234.
Staying home? There's never been a better time to stock up on Omaha Steaks. Announcing the Omaha Steaks Stock-Up Sale. For a limited time, get naturally aged, hand-cut, grain-fed Omaha steaks shipped free right to your doorstep, plus all your favorites. From burgers, chicken, and pork to sides and desserts. In stock and ready to ship. All 100% money back guaranteed. All without leaving home. The stock up sale. Plus, get free burgers when you shop omahasteaks.com/TV.
You're wasting time. Just make a left right here.
I know how to get there.
The app says there's a shortcut.
The app sucks. I know LA.
Let me help you.
I already have a partner.
Why do I always have to play the good cop? Time's up. No matter what happens, I got you.
We're gonna take him down
The right way. Like an official duo. Like Starsky and Hutch.
Stick together and we're gonna get it done. You are so beautiful. To me, you are so beautiful.
So you just finished writing a book you think is pretty good. But what's next? Lots of authors never get published. They get turned down by big business publishing houses. So where do you go? Newman Springs Publishing is an independent publishing house that helps you self-publish your book. We will help you copyright, edit, and illustrate it too, because you're an author, not an artist. And we distribute your book to bookstores and major online book e-tailers. Call us now so we can send you your free publishing packet. Call Newman Springs Publishing today.
1-800-616-0829.
Start your day with an edge. First, Mornings with Maria gets investors ready for the trades ahead. Then, Barney and Company keeps you on top of all the market moves.
Invested in your career, invested in your money.
Invested in you.
What do they say at the beginning of every time you've shot Baywatch?
Pretend it's hot and pretend it's real.
So right now we're supposed to pretend it's hot, right?
Yeah, no goosebumps.
Tell me what that is, quick.
This is Zooby Zooby Zoo, my dog, and we're at the Louvre, and he loves to poop at the Louvre.
Seriously?
I'm serious. It's his favorite place to poop.
And you pick it up.
Of course I pick it up. Don't
okay.
worry, don't worry.
Okay. So this is your life now, huh?
Yes. Well, this is Paris. I'm in Marseille now.
And you moved to France. Why?
Well, I moved to Saint-Tropez for the summer, and I rented my house out. And then I decided to stay. Fell in love, moved to Marseille, and I'm still there. I have my dog there, and I have just a normal, fun, beautiful life with family. And it's new, you know, it's a new language, it's a new country, it's a new people. You have to have a lot of courage to just pick up and move to a new country and learn a new language. So I take French lessons 3 times a week. It's fun, it's good. Sometimes it's a little scary, but I like to be scared.
So tell me about Adil. He's a soccer player.
Oh, yeah.
There's an age difference between you and Adil.
Oh, God,
Well,
who cares? There's no such thing as age. Age is an illusion. New love, new life.
But you're living with him now.
Yes. Yeah, we live together in Marseille. And everything is great.
Tell me about your life there.
I love it. It's, well, I'm still in the south of France. I knew I'd be there at this point in my life, so I'm there. And I travel a lot. I'm doing a magic show right now, which is kind of funny.
That's really interesting. How did that happen, too? Because this is the left turn.
Las Vegas. I did it, you know, this is from when I was in Vegas. I was a magician's assistant with Hans Klock, just for fun, because I love magic, and I love to be on stage. Right. And this is a very dangerous trick we do in Germany where it's fire spikes, gasoline, all sorts of crazy things could go wrong. And I need a little bit of excitement in my life where I create drama where there needs to be none. So it's good for me. But I'm covered in bruises and I'm always hurt and burnt and things like that.
You know, it's funny because one of the things that I've always believed is that change keeps you young.
That's it, yes.
I really believe that if you constantly challenge yourself, find new things, it just energizes you. It does something to your body.
Yes.
You seem to really believe that.
I do. Yes, just keep active, keep challenging yourself. Like I meet a lot of women too that are older, that have so much life in them that are alone. And I think, God, don't give up on love, don't give up on your dreams, don't give up on anything because we just got to keep going full blast until we're gone. You know?
And you're doing that, aren't you?
Yes, yes, yes.
I don't know why you want to do this.
I'm not jumping in. I'm just jumping.
Oh,
I'm just putting my feet in.
I feel like such a wuss, but I'm not going to do this.
I have to.
God.
It's not that cold.
If you had any idea how cold this is.
It's not that cold.
Get out.
But there's crabs and oysters. It's cold.
It's cold.
Save the whales.
You're fantastic. You are fantastic.
I do that every time. Oh, no problem.
Okay.
I was gonna dive in, but
Yeah, that would have been suicide.
no, I wouldn't do it. No, I've done it before plenty of times.
Oh my God. Why do you do that, by the way?
Because I have to say my little prayer to the ocean. Protect the ocean.
The